See. Let's try this again. Hello. Hi. Hello. Let's try this again, okay? Let's try. Hello. Let's try this again. Okay? Let's try. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure that I share it on my other page because my whole computer just like cut off on me. Like, why would you cut off on me? Hey, can you see me? Obviously, you can see me. My whole computer just cut off. I was so irritated.
Let's try this again. Okay?
Let's see where we are. My whole computer just cut off. But we are here, dearly beloved. We are gathered here today. I want to just
1 second. I just want to make sure that I share. Hey, can you see me? Obviously, you can see me. My whole computer just cut off. I was so irritated.
It
just cut off.
I'm just trying to.
We are here, dearly beloved. We are gathered here today.
In my other groups. Let me get shared.
I'm gonna just 1 second. I just want to make sure that I share. Hey, can you see me? Obviously, you can see me. My whole computer just cut off. I was so irritated. Just cut off.
I'm cool. Hey, how are we? Hold on, let me share it on my Instagram real quick and we can get this party started. Let's get it started. Okay, y'all ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, let's do it. Hey, okay. Okay, y'all ready? Hey, happy Tuesday. If you guys are watching this on the replay, hello. If you can come in and share this out, I would so greatly appreciate it. If you share this live broadcast out, so all you got to do is like hit the share button, and I would so appreciate that. I want to talk about the 3 strategies to build your repeat clientele back in. Hey, let me know where you are from. Where you from and what type of business do you have? Let me know where you from and what type of business do you have? Where are you from and what type of business do you have? Let me know where you from, what type of business you have. That would be great for us to kind of talk about that. Where are you from? What type of business do you have? Hey. So today, I'm not gonna be on here long. I got a training right after this, so I just wanted to come on and just give you it's a simple flow. I mean, probably to you it'd be like that sound like a lot, but to me it's a simple flow. So I just want to give you kind of a simple framework for you to follow for you guys that should be working with your old clients. Like 85% of my business is repeat clientele. So I'm really big on making sure that my back end supports the repeat clientele that is going to come. So I just wanted to talk about that today really quickly. Kansas. Okay, Kansas. Oh, transportation for seniors. I love that. Okay. I've never been to Kansas before. I've never been there. Hey, good evening. Good evening. Let me know where you guys are from and what type of business do you have. Because I'm all about the repeat clientele. I know a lot of people put a lot of money, time, energy, and effort into acquiring new clients, and I think new clients are great. But I like to focus more on the clients that I've already had, not necessarily always focusing on new clients. I like to focus on the clients that already came. But I know a lot of other people really like to focus on, getting new clients to come into their pipeline. And I think neither one is wrong nor right. I just want to make sure that you have a process to be able to, keep them. So I want to talk real quick, just a simple setup on how you can keep your clients engaged. Come on to the Midwest. I just moved from Chicago to Tampa. Baby, I'm not coming back to the Midwest willingly. Now, I mean, something happened with my family and I gotta come back, absolutely. But I don't want to. I don't want to come. Hey, Crystal. I don't want to go back. I want to stay where I'm at. I don't want to go back to the Midwest. I'm definitely a Midwest girl though, but I'm not trying to go back. So I'm going to talk about kind of my repeat clientele acquisition flow. Like 85% of my clientele is repeat clientele, and so I'm really big about making sure that I nurture that, and I keep that pipeline extremely hot, not warm, not cold. I make sure that the pipeline is always hot. So I just want to give you some simple strategies for you to add into your business. Okay. So thank you guys for coming. Hi. White. It's the weather, okay? Like I just feel like in my life I should live where I feel like I'm on vacation all the time. I feel like I pay my dues. So in Tampa, I feel like I'm on vacation all the time. And I love that for me. And I hope that for you. I hope that for you too. But let's get into it. Okay, so one of the things that you can do to hello, my name is Bianca Shelley Robinson. I'm sorry. I am a business growth strategist. I'm in the business of aligning strategic opportunities for my clients that will produce profitable results by working on their business model. I believe in creating a business model that supports the lifestyle that you deserve and that you desire, and being able to create multiple streams of revenue from that particular business model. So I'm all about putting the processes and systems in place for you to work less, make more. But you have to have an infrastructure that supports that. It's like if we go fishing right now and we only got a little boat and we got all of these fish, our infrastructure doesn't support that. If you went from a 2-bedroom household and it was just you and your baby, and now you got 5 kids, that infrastructure does not support that. And so a lot of times we have an infrastructure, we have these ideas, but we have an infrastructure that does not support where we're trying to go. So it's my job to make sure that your business model is profitable yet scalable in your coaching and consulting business. And so I want you to make all of the money in this one business though. Like I believe you should have multiple streams of revenue from this one source, not 7 different businesses. You can't properly manage one, so how you gonna manage 7? It's easier to take one business and diversify that in multiple different ways, versus you trying to have a car wash, a cleaning service, babysitting business, catering, you sell dinners, now you got a freight company. Like none of those things go together and they can't be properly managed and streamlined in one. So I believe in having one business and then creating multiple revenue streams within that so that we can be able to upsell and cross sell all of the things to the one client. And so for me, repeat clientele acquisition is very important to me because I can always upsell them and cross sell them and add on to what I've already built, already. So it's easier for me to build your membership program and then build your corporate contracts and then build it for government procurement and then build it for your mentorship program, then build it for your speaking, because it's all the same thing. I'm just putting it into different lanes. And so I want you to be able to diversify your overall business model. So I create hybrid lifestyle business models. So with that being said, let's get into what I want to talk about because it goes into my 85% of my clientele is repeat clientele. The first thing that you want to do to be able to have your repeat clientele kind of back end set up is first come up with newsletters, and it 12 newsletters. Okay. Your newsletter is not March 1st, April 1st, June 1st, January 1st. That's not the newsletter. It's just, this is the theme of the month. So whatever your theme is, maybe April is financial literacy month, right? So maybe you could say, take better care of your finances is the theme for the month, but don't date the newsletter because the whole goal of you creating 12 newsletters is for it to be evergreen. So if I come on your email list today, I'm gonna get the newsletter that somebody got when they joined in January because it's not date or season specific, it's theme, right? Specific. So you don't put products in it that expire. You put evergreen products in it. So booking a 15-minute call, joining your challenge or whatever the case might be. But you don't put Valentine's Day stuff inside of the newsletter. because I got it in December. So technically it's Christmas, it's not Valentine's Day. So if you come up with 12 newsletters, what goes in a newsletter is a totally different conversation. But if you come up with 12 newsletters, those newsletters that come out, if you schedule them to come out every first Friday of each month, right? Then you're showcasing your value because you're consecutively emailing them valuable information. So it can be some tips, some tricks, some case studies, some white papers, some lessons that you've learned this month, some products that you like for this season. And now it's your call to action link. What I like to put in my newsletter is work that I've done for other clients because I'm always selling. So I want you to see that you had this, the other client had this, and I built this on top. So it's easy for you now to say, oh my God, like I want that. I really like that. I like how you did that for April. Can you do that for me? So it's kind of you selling without selling. If you have a really nice newsletter and you're not emailing them every day, all day, bugging them like, hey, you got work. Hey, you got work. Can we work together? The goal is to put it out there and make them come to you. The goal is to keep putting quality information out and keep showcasing your thought leadership and your value and make them come to you. Because I want to sell, but I don't want to be salesy. Like it's a way for you to sell without being salesy, and that's really showcasing the value and giving them the opportunity to knock on the door and say, "Hey, I want that." But I'm not emailing you and calling you every day for you to come over here. I don't want nobody doing that to me. So I definitely don't want to do that to the people that I work with. So you want to showcase value. And so your newsletter can be a way to showcase value. Come up with 12 topics, your 12 clients that was the best clients that you had. Write a case study for those, come up with 12 tips and tricks, 12 white papers, some products, and some evergreen products that you got, and click here to book a 15-minute call. Like those would be, I'm not going to say easy because it's not easy. It's simple, but it's a lot of steps, right? It's a lot of moving pieces, but it's not hard. But I don't like to say easy because people think that running a business is not easy. Getting clients is not easy. I don't know why y'all think like you just wake up one day and you just drink a coffee and go into Starbucks and like the clients just come. I don't know who that happens for. It doesn't happen for anybody, but they have that facade. Like all you gotta do is wake up in the morning, girl, get you a bag, get you a car, and just be in the vibe and the clients will come. What clients? Why are they coming? So you have to be able to nurture the clients that you have. You did all of that work to get the client. Don't let them just go away like thank you, bye. Like you want to have something to nurture them. So a newsletter will be really good. Whatever you put in your newsletter is totally up to you. But you want to have 12 of them, right? Because that's a whole year. So if they get an email from you every first Friday of the month, we don't know what newsletter they're on because I don't know if you came on my email list last month, last week, today. Like I don't know when you come on. So these newsletters are trigger specific, not March 3rd, January 24th. It's not like that. So whatever email marketing system that you use, it should be sequence specific, right? Like every 30 days, let this come out on the first Friday of the month, or let this come out, 45 days from the other email. But you need newsletters. So I would gather all of those. Also, don't just do one newsletter. I believe in being inconsistent until you can be consistent. It's no point in you jumping out the gate like, yeah, it's a new quarter and I'm about to be consistent, and you have nothing set up to keep your consistency cadence in order. You want to be able to maintain your consistency. So don't be like, oh, it's a new quarter, it's a new me, and then you jump out here and you put all your energy into this month, and then you have no ammo to take you to that next month. You want to launch yourself and pace yourself. So if you don't have all your shit together for April, get it together in April and then launch it in May. The whole goal is to be able to continue to move the needle in your business. Not, oh, this month was good. Oh, next month I ain't feeling good. But oh, this month was good. And then, next week I don't feel good. you're inconsistent. And so when you're inconsistent, you have inconsistent clients. And when you have inconsistent clients, they got inconsistent money, which means your bills will be very much so inconsistent. So I would rather for you to be inconsistent until you can be consistent, so that when you are consistent, you're able to get the benefits of it. It ain't no point in razzling dazzling me and getting me all excited, and now you fall off the face of the earth because life didn't happen when you could just schedule all your stuff and then life happened and we won't even know. And you could still be able to make your money and still maintain your cadence of what you built. So the first thing I would do is come up with some newsletters. You can watch a video on how to do a newsletter. What's in my newsletter and what's in your newsletter is two totally different things. Really doesn't matter what's in the newsletter. You just want to have consistent touch points and you want to give them the opportunity to be able to work with you. Number two, so the first one was newsletters. Number two, do a monthly check-in, like a gentle knock. So when I am offboarding a client, like I offboarded a client today, which means everything was closed out. I sent them all of their stuff. Is nothing else for us to do. Like I wrapped it up with a bow and the client is going. Well, when we offboard the client, we set up monthly gentle knock emails. And so we schedule all of those emails. So May 1st, June 1st, July 1st, August 1st, like they get an email and it's just a gentle knock that is scheduled. And for this is manual. The newsletters, that was automated. This one that I'm talking about is manual because I don't want all clients to come back, right? I don't want all clients that I had to come back. So I've got good now at just taking them off my email list, taking them out of my system. Because if I'm like, hey, let's work together. Well, if it's a client I don't want to work back with and they didn't got the email already, then I'm fucked because I don't want to work back with them. So I figured out that when I offboard a client, if it's a client that I don't want to work with anymore, then I'm just taking all of their information out of my CRM system, off my email list, of everything that I have. So it will not get misconstrued that I'm asking you to come back. So with that being said, when you're offboarding a client, make sure that you scrub your all your systems, right? Like you want to scrub them because I be forgetting sometimes to scrub it. And then I put the call out and they be like, oh yeah, let's do it. And I be like, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. Because they feel like, you forgave them. It's over. We're starting fresh. We not. It's a wrap. So make sure that you scrub your systems, okay? So these monthly general knocks. So let's just say you just work with 5 clients. You're done working with those 5 clients, right? I use G Suite, right? For just my regular, business emails. You could schedule those. So May 1st, like, hey, it's a general knock. I know we worked together before. I know you have great things coming up. I want to know if we can get on a call, to talk about how we can support you, in your endeavors. Like you could just schedule that. Hey, it's June. The next quarter is about to come. Let me know if you have any questions, comments, and concerns. Hey, it's quarter 4. I know you said you had a lot of stuff launching. Can we have a conversation? You can schedule those emails because we get busy with other clients and then we forget, but I'm not going to forget. I'm not going to forget because when I offboard you, I make sure that I set up my processes and my systems when I offboard you. Me offboarding you also means now we need to schedule these emails for these gentle knocks. A lot of times you're looking for new clients when you got old clients that want to give you some money, but you was not top of mind and they didn't even know that you offered those services or that was something that you can do. So when you do these gentle knocks, it's like, hey, I know you got great stuff coming. Like, hey, I know you got things launching. Hey, I know we talked about some things. I wanted to see if those things were still in the pipeline. Can we have a conversation? You want to be able to do those gentle knocks, and they are scheduled. And my gentle knocks come out the first Friday of every month. Cause I don't like to be asking for people to money on the first, cause I know we all got bills. But by the fifth, I promise you, I've knocked. By the fifth, I feel like you've paid all your bills. You know how much money you got left. I don't want to be like it's the first and you paid your mortgage and your rent and your car note, and I want some money too, cause I don't like people doing that to me. But I swear, by the fifth, I'm a knock. Because whatever money you had left over, I want you to consider me. And whatever the dollars you had left over, I want you to consider me. I don't care if you're saving up for 3 months and you put money to the side. I want you to consider that money for me. So I don't want it on the first when you stressed out and you mad, because I know on the first when all my bills hit my account, I'd be mad too. So, I understand. But by the fifth, we have to get up and make some more money. So I be wanting to knock on the, hey, how are you? What we doing? So I make sure that my gentle knocks are on the fifth. Don't be bombarding people on the first about something you want them to purchase, because we just pay every bill that we own and we mad. And even though we need what you got, we're not trying to hear it. But if you come in on the fifth, it's like, hey, girl, I pay my bills too. Let's make some more money so you can have this money ready by the next time it's time to pay bills. So have that scheduled, okay? The third thing is kind of old school. Old school marketing tactics still work. So make sure that the clients that you like and the clients that you want to work with, make sure you're sending them physical touch points. A cute little card in the mail go a long way. I got cards made that have our logo on it. And like I send cards all the time. Like, hey, I seen your launch went well. I'm super excited for you. Like, hey, I seen you just had a baby. Let me, send you a Target gift card. Like, I'm really big on making sure that I'm always top of mind. My, attorney that I used to purchase my house, we're on our fourth house purchase, and it's literally just because she sends me a Christmas card and a new refrigerator magnet every single year, and she did a good job, But I've met other people along the way, but baby, that magnet and that card, and I see it on the refrigerator all the time. It's like, well, let me go ahead and just call her. So I think that you guys discredit those. Every time I get new business cards, I send it to my clients. Every time I'm trying to get rid of like old marketing material, I send it to old clients. Every time I make a new journal, a new notebook, I'm really big on gifts. I send it to them. Like, hey, I made a new notebook. I hope we're able to work together really soon. Let's schedule a call. Hey, I made some new pens. I hope you like it. Hey, I was just thinking about you. I have like a gift rotation of kind of what I send out. And so to me, it's equivalent if I was to run like Facebook ads or, like marketing. It's my marketing budget of me like sending out these different things. And so if you are like, paying for marketing or things of that nature, think about old school marketing tactics, because they work. And even if we don't work together, they're definitely going to screenshot that and take a picture and tag me on Instagram or on Facebook. Like, Bianca has top tier customer service, like top tier client experience. And all I did was send them a $5 Starbucks gift card. But those things and those touch points, those things count. So setting up just simple ways to, I want to consistently touch the client. Like, I want to consistently tap them on the shoulder. And what you do for clients that you've already worked with and people that have not gave you any money is two totally different things. This has nothing to do with the people that's on my email list that I'm serving and they have not given me any money. How you treat somebody that have given you some money and how you treat somebody that has not given you any money is two totally different things. Touch points and sales at the same time. So okay, but it's a soft sell, right? So I'm like, hey, I'm super excited that you did your launch. If there's anything that I can do to support you for your next launch, like we discussed, call the office so we can have a conversation, right? So, but it's not like a buy this, click here, go this. Like, I'm not pushing a certain product. It's just a conversational, in passing. It's very soft. It's not a hard sell. So you want to make sure that it's soft, because they already gave you some money already. And so you're thankful for that. But if you get some more and you want to work on what we talked about, I want to be that person. So it's really just you just, keeping it hot, right? Like, you're just keeping it a little hot. But you're not saying, hey, I just launched this new product, purchase it, go here. That's not what we're doing. We're not hard selling old clients. Unless, like right now, our hard sold old client, like, you do know your birthday coming up July 4th, and we already talked about this what we was doing. So I need you to come on. You need to get on a schedule and you need to come on. So some clients, like, since I know what they have going on, I'm very pushy. You said you want to launch this, course, and you wanted that to be what you launched for Black Friday. Well, you ain't done shit. So we need to build that cadence up so we can get people to come into it. So, it's a different type of conversation if I know like that we talked about it and they keep like putting it off, then yeah, it's a very hard sell. I just call them on the phone like, you need to get it together. I'm tired of playing with you. Let's go ahead and do it. Why you playing? A lot of those I can have those conversations with, but it's very soft, right? Because they know they want to do it, right? Like, dang, I knew I wanted to call her back. I forgot. It's like that. Like, life happens, things happen, and so you're just holding them accountable to what they said, but not in a way to make them feel bad, because you don't know what their financial situation is or what has happened or what's now important, things of that nature. So you don't know. But I'm a little nosy, so I want to know a little bit because I need to know where we can move around. Prime example, I have a client that I worked with 2 years ago, and we built her coaching business. And so she sells one-on-one services. She trades time for money. Well, I seen her post saying that her husband has to go. He's in the Navy or in the Air Force, and she was talking about how she's trying to figure out her life because her husband is about to go and she's gonna be at home by herself with the kids. So I was able to say like, what you mean? We already built the digital products already. Let's run a launch. So now we put the emphasis on your digital business versus your service-based business. Let's have that conversation because it was already ready already. What we was planning to do in 2025 needs to happen in 2024. So let's have the conversation. And so it was a hard, but she like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, let's go ahead and do it. So it's you kind of staying on top of it. And I'm able to stay on top of it honestly because a lot of my clients' businesses I built. So their email list, they back end, they funnels, they products, all I built it and I follow them. So I kind of know like I wouldn't post that if I was you. I would probably take that down because remember, we only got a couple of those. And so we don't got enough promo codes. You need to go ahead and change those promo codes. So I'm able to kind of have a different conversation, but you want to make sure you're taking care of the people who already gave some money. It's like your favorite restaurant. You your favorite restaurant, you know what to get, you know the people, you know your order. It's consistent. If you can't really figure it out, you're gonna go to Old Faithful. I want to be Old Faithful, right? Like I want to be that. Like I want to be the comfort. Like I know I'm gonna give her my money and she gonna do her job because she did it last time and she helped me before. And so that's what you're trying to be in a pool full of people who are constantly trying to sell them and get them to become a client of theirs. I just want to let you know that I did a good job last time and we had really good energy and we worked together and it was really great. And I like working with you and I would love to work with you again on this next initiative that you are about to do. They have, you have free range to work with whomever you want to work with, but I just feel like it should be me. It should be me. And so you just can't come out and say that like, why are you trying to date those other people? Like, I'm your person. Stop playing with me. Like, you can't have that. It comes off as a creep. Like, so you can't say that. So you're trying to consistently touch them and sell without being salesy. Because I'm just saying, like, if you want to have the conversation, I'm here. If finally ready, I'm here to support. So you want to go around it. You can't be like, you ain't so shit. I see you ain't making no money. You need to come on over here and win the team so I can come on and help you make some money. You can't say that. I can say it because that's kind of the relationship that me and my clients have. But to be politically correct, you can't say that. So these are just tactics for you to, the whole goal is to make them want you, right? You know how you see somebody that's looking at you and you ain't gonna say nothing to them, but you might get up, walk by them, give them a little smile. You're trying to get them to come over there to you, even though you want them. Even though I want them to come back, they're gonna have to come over here. They're gonna have to come over here to me. Now I'm willing to give like a little and a little let you know I'm interested. But you're gonna have to come over here because when you go over there and you're being aggressive and pushy and you begging, you look desperate and that look like now you're in a vulnerable place. So now they could talk you into giving them a discount, right? Like now you're not as busy. you not as booked. I don't like to say booked and busy because I know a lot of booked, busy, broke people, but you're not paid and productive. So you want to make it appear, because it is, that you have other clients and other things, but you would love, if it was an opportunity for you guys to work together on another level. So that's the whole thing, where you're steady reaching out and and reaching out. It look like rent due, you don't have no money, you ain't got no clients, and what's going on. But when it's a part of your consistency cadence, then it's like, oh yeah, like I could take you, like I would love to. Like, it keeps the playing field even, versus you looking desperate, and now you offering everything under the sun for a discount because rent is due, versus it being your normal consistency cadence. So what I'm telling you is to figure out your repeat clientele acquisition flow. Like, I'm really big on making sure that the back end is taken care of, so that when the client finally does decide that they want to come back over here, that everything is ran smoothly. Like, and it's easier to work with an old client versus, a new client. Because for me, I already have stuff already. So my job is not as hard, right? It's easier for me to do my job. It's easier for you to do your job and to work with me, because we develop a rapport. Our energy is there. So it's a lot different versus the new client, new customer jitters. And I'm not saying like don't get new clients. I feel like definitely, but I'm saying that I put a lot of my time, energy, and effort into my systems to make sure that my repeat clientele is taken care of. I'm gonna take an old client over a new client any day, because it's easier for me to do and it's easier for them to do, and we work well together. And I ain't gotta really figure things out. And it's like eating your favorite food at your favorite restaurant. Like, yeah, you ate it a lot, but it always hits. It's never a problem. The service is always good, and this is the dish that you like. So let me recap, and then I have to go. I have a training tonight, but I'm gonna start doing my trainings on Tuesday, since I already have a training. And I'm gonna do my training an hour before I gotta go into my other training. So let me recap. First thing is newsletters, right? Make sure that, and I had somebody like, well, a lot of my clients are high ticket clients, so I don't have that many people. That's fine. If you only got 20 people, do a newsletter for 20 people. Like, the goal is to get them to come back to give you some money anyway. It's not about how many people you have. It's about, do you take care of the people that you had? So it's okay if you don't have that many people. In a perfect world, you should. I hope you work all those 20 and stay with those 20, and then have those 20 bring you some more people. Like, in a perfect world, I think that would make sense. You also don't want to be out here promoting, saying you're taking new clients and taking new clients, and you don't have the capacity to be able to support them and to be able to do a good job. So that's why for me, I like to go to my old clients first. So today, when I was having a meeting with a potential new client, I knew like I only got 2 spots left. My old clients, most of them resigned. So, I don't really have a lot of wiggle room, for new people. I'm able to have that conversation to know, because my old people, they usually stay. So I don't have to be out here like, oh, I'm looking for 12 clients. I need 13 clients. Like, I don't be needing that, because my old clients, we already in rotation already. And so you want to be able to know, ain't no point in you doing a big marketing campaign and you putting all this marketing dollars and, stuff into this big campaign, and all you got is 2 spots. Like, that makes no sense. Because what if you get 50 people and you only got 2 spots, and now you got to put them on a waiting list? We not waiting. We have money now. We want somebody to work with us now. So as great as your services are, you should have never did that whole marketing campaign to get all of these people and you only got 2 spots. When you should have just went back to your people that you work with and seen if they could fill those 2 spots. And then you wouldn't have to do all of that. But a lot of people don't launch accordingly, and you don't know your numbers, and you don't know, what your fulfillment is and how many people you can take and kind of what's your capacity. You just out here like, I want to do a whole marketing campaign. It's only one of you. Um, why would you do that? Like, that don't make sense. That's like me inviting you to come over my house, and I invited the whole earth to come to my house, and 3,000 people show up in a 1 bedroom studio, a 1 bedroom little apartment. I don't have the infrastructure and the capacity to be able to support it. So yeah. So I want to make sure that before you even get there, that you understand that how my old clients always have first dibs because I'm gentle knocking, we have that type of rapport. I'm sending out things specifically to them. So by the time is like the 5th of the month, like I know, like right now, I know I only got 2 spots. Like the 5th ain't even here, and I know I only have 2 spots. Probably one because I have a meeting tomorrow with an old client. So I probably only have one person. So there's no point of me, doing a whole marketing campaign and a whole spill and putting all this money behind it for one spot. Like I could just go and upsell a old client if that was the case. And so I want you to be able to think in that way. Like you got a catering business, it's just you. Ain't no point in you doing a whole big marketing campaign for the 4th of July and all you could take is 5 people. Where the rest of the people gonna go? Because I wanted this for the 4th of July for my barbecue and you only got room for 5 people. I don't want you for the next holiday because you did all this work to get me here and now you can't service me. So now you're trying to tell me you're going to get me for the next holiday. I got family flying in for this holiday. I don't need it for the next holiday. So you want to make sure that your reputation is intact and your workflow is intact. Ain't no point in you trying to get all of these fish to come to this net and you got this little net and this little boat. Like you got to understand what type of infrastructure you have to support where you're trying to go. So first thing is newsletters. The other one is kind of gentle knock emails. And then the third one is make sure that you have something physical to send. A thank you card, a pen, a mug. And I'm on quarterly gift rotations. Like I send gifts all of the time because that's just my love language and that's what I like to do. But I got refrigerator magnets that I send out, and people call me all the time. Like I was over my friend Brittany's house, and I seen your information on the refrigerator magnet, and I scanned the QR code, girl, and I really want to work with you. So let's have a conversation. Or I went over April's house for a barbecue, and I seen you, girl, on her refrigerator, and I start following you on Instagram, and I really like you. I'm ready to work. Those refrigerator magnets, top tier. You might want to get you some. I'm just saying, get you some refrigerator magnets, and the trick is don't put 2023, 2024, 2025. Just put whatever this year is, whatever the calendar is, just put it on there and then put your information on. Okay? They don't know if it's 2023, 2024, 2025, 2020. They don't know. So it could stay on a refrigerator. They don't be like, damn, this old, let me throw it away. It don't have no date on it. So it could just stay on the refrigerator. That's what I learned. I've done refrigerator magnets 4 years in a row. And I be ordering a lot of them. So sometimes I don't, give them all away within that year. So now I got to throw them away. I'm not throwing the refrigerator magnets away. Just take the year off. Just put the date. Just put the calendar on there. Don't put the date. Put your services on there. Put a QR code on there. You're good to go. Those refrigerator magnets, they eat every time. Okay. So that's all that I have. I'm doing a free challenge, but it's on my email list. I'm gonna post it on Friday. It's a 3-day sales challenge for coaches and consultants that I'm going to do. The sign up is on Friday, so I'll post that for you guys to register for the 3-day free sales challenge. I got some more stuff coming up too, but I don't have enough time to talk about it because I got to go on my next training. So if you have questions, comments, concerns, let me know. If you're watching this on the replay,